Tizona has been defeated by Trident as well, so that's going to be very, very interesting to see how both Trident and Muramasa, who look like the strong teams in this entire group bracket, to actually face off against one another. Do you have any predictions here moving forward, Icy Baby? Because we haven't seen how Muramasa has played, but we have seen how Trident has played against Tizona thus far.
You know, you can literally see the face of my impression right now. You're putting me in a spot right now. It's so hard to predict, considering that every game has been super close. It could have gone either ways. I don't know. It feels like we have not seen Muramasa. I don't want to give the wow factor that, hey, maybe Muramasa might be the ones to take it here. But that's the thing. Trident came in and actually surprised us in the previous round here. So I don't know. It seems like it's so hard to predict. Well, don't put me in a spot again here. I'll tell you a little bit more after I see the drafts. Okay, Hound?
Yeah, I mean that's only fair. I wanted to give like a blind prediction at least. Let's go take a look at the picks and bans and see whether or not we will be seeing Trident actually stay undefeated, or Muramasa will stay undefeated as well. Either of these teams will have to lose out. Ooh, very interesting indeed. What do you think about these bans here from both of these teams?
You know, I would say the ban wise here, Trident is just, you know, following from the previous trend. But the thing I'm impressed about is like Muramasa is here, ready to rumble. They've got all their whole clan tag up as well.
Okay, everyone having their we're going to be seeing a glue being picked up here for the side of Muramasa. This is going to be very, very interesting indeed. I think we did see that Trident actually picked up the glue in the past game, and I think this is going to be working wonders for them as well. What do you think about this final lockup here from the side of Muramasa?
I don't know. It seems like Muramasa, they're just picking off heroes from the get-go. They're just countering Trident's draft. And they saw that the party was a big threat from previous game here, which makes a lot of sense. We saw how FR, the guy in, I don't know what language, I think it's Japanese, was just doing phenomenally well on the Harley. So it makes a lot of sense why they respect it. And then
comrades, you mean?
Is it comrades?
Yeah, comrades.
Oh wait, it looks Japanese, but it's actually a word, comrades. Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm mind blown right now. How?
The more you learn, right? Man's got a sharp eye. Man's got a sharp eye.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? You know, maybe probably because I'm like just up close and personal, and you took like a backseat. It's like, oh, you saw the bigger picture.
Exactly. Bigger picture always wins. Anyway, let's go back into the game. Lancelot being banned out here from the side of Muramasa against Trident. I think that's going to be a definitely interesting one here. We didn't see a Lancelot being played out by Trident, if I'm not mistaken. It was actually played out by Tizuno. So I'm pretty interested to see whether or not that is going to be a targeted ban towards members of Trident. But we do see there that Trident is going to be responding with a ban of their own as well towards Muramasa. So what do you think about this, as we do see the ban phases are going to be complete? So both these teams are already showing their full hand thus far before they go into the second pick phase.
Ooh, I don't know. Like, it seems like Muramasa, they're just counter picking away from Trident's comfort hero picks. But at the same time here, you know, their counter picks actually works around the Eve composition here. So having the Eve here coming from Muramasa is going to be a scary threat. It's going to have a lot of sustainabilities. And to top it off with the Guinevere, it feels like the Guinevere doesn't exactly fit the meta, but a well-timed execution between both the Guinevere and the Eve here. If Eve manages to catch like a 2-man or maybe even Atlas Fatal Links combo with 5-mans here with the Magic Thumb setup, things are going to be very disastrous for Trident here. So I would say healing composition here, Trident, they've got a lot of healing potential, but they need to figure out some sort of a way to actually deal with the probable Bible Thumb here. So we might see a little bit more Purifies coming from Trident. So I don't know yet. But draft-wise, both teams have very, very unique itemizations. But is this what I'm seeing here? Muramasa going for the Fanny. Because if they decide to go for it, there's nothing Trident can do to actually stop him in track. And do they have the capabilities to play a top-tier Fanny? So that's my question right now.
I do. Ooh.
Okay.
I would have liked the Hellcut actually, but I do like the carry here. I do like the fact that carry with the passive actually does quite a bit to shred a lot of the threats that could come from the side of Trident. What do you think about Trident here going up against Muramasa? Let's talk a little bit about win condition for the side of Trident before we go and cover Muramasa.
Trident's composition is going to be playing around sustainabilities in this team fights here, which is a very identical playstyle they played in the previous game here. It's all about sustaining the fights here, winning the side lanes here. So having heroes like Baxia just deals really well with them. But taking individual fights and split fights is going to be favorable for Trident. Whereas Muramasa, they are looking to isolate fights and hopefully bait them in a situation where they can set up for the Fatal Links and Bible Time wombo combo. So I would say the win con coming from Trident would be to win split fights. But from Muramasa, it's more like, I want you to make a mistake, clump up, and I'll just destroy you straight go. So that's going to be the win con for both teams here, How.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting one. Let's go into the game and find out whether or not your predictions are going to be lived up to. Not to say predictions, whether the win conditions are going to be fulfilled by either of these teams, because at the end of the day, it's all about execution. So we're going to be seeing how that's going to be working out. Brandon as well as Remote, both of them looking towards getting a little bit of love taps across the board from both of their teams here.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, seeing how the start of here is just nothing out of crazy yet. There's no jungle invades. There's no farming yet. But what I'm a little bit surprised here is that Trident, they opted to go for a little bit of a switch up here, in a sense where instead of going for jungle heroes, they're actually going to be having the jungle Mia, which is kind of unorthodox, but they have to play the babysit here with the Estes here. So it makes it a little bit more better in terms of farm here, but Muramasa also doing identically for themselves. So in terms of mirror matchup here, it's not too bad.
Not too bad indeed here, as both these teams are going to actually go and try the level best to basically give off quite a bit of priority onto the top side as well as mid side. Neither of these teams are going to be getting any first blood, are not going to be scoring first blood, but I could be speaking too soon there. Sasuke in a little bit of trouble there, will be able to get away, luckily enough for her.
Yeah, AFF there almost getting the first kill there, but unfortunately that's going to be a little bit close. But considering that Sasuke still has the passive Raccoon available here, so it's not going to be an easy time taking him off here. So saving up that passive here to try and drag this out as long as they can, not giving away any sort of kills here is going to be the game plan from Trident, whereas they try and buy time for this Mia to come online. Meanwhile, Muramasa, they're looking to pick a fight now. They've got the 4 available in star. They're itching for a fight right now, and you can see immediate rotations up top coming from Muramasa on the minimap. And they're also looking to go for a turtle contest. So this is going to be the big, massive fight right now, Hon.
All right, it's going to be a big, massive fight here. Both of them are going to be fighting it off. It's going to be a 3v3 fight. I think it's going to be a 3v4 fight here. Oh, 5v4. Oh, very, very beautiful ultimate there coming in for the side of Brandon Yu. Brandon Yu in the middle of the fight is going to be a very interesting one. Brandon trying to do the level best, and it's going to be a first blood going over to his Ahmad here, as they're going to be able to get 1 down. It's going to be 2 down for the side of Trident. And you see that Trident right now is definitely going to be enjoying quite a bit here, as they were able to get quite a bit out of that, as well as the turtle in their favor. So it seems that Trident is going to be scoring a little bit of early advantages here compared to Muramasa, about 300 goal advantage in their favor as the game progresses.
You know, I don't know if it's luck or I don't know it's just teamwork or great split-second decisions here, because they picked the fight in the perfect moment here, in a sense where they were able to catch off guard that Yves does not have the real world manipulation yet in that fight, and was able to come up on top without the assistance of having Comrade with the heals in terms of the team fight here. So it all came down to Brandon Yu just sustaining his way through the fight and baiting Muramasa to commit and actually paying for that price here. So it was a great clutch coming from Trident here, but this time Yves does have the real world manipulation, so things are gonna get a little bit scary here coming from Trident now.
It is going to be a very interesting one indeed here, as it is going to be a very big fight here coming in. Shaz right now in the middle of the fight was beautifully done, and the engage is going to work out wonders for them, as Ahmad right now is going to be turning around. May actually have to be very wary of the fight. Muramasa, they're working out wonders for themselves and scoring themselves 1 kill, trying their level best to actually get back into the goal score here. Seems that it is going to be very even across the board. No turrets have been taken off by either side of the teams, from the side of Trident as well as Muramasa, and it seems that this is going to be one of the most competitive games yet. But Kojal right now in a little bit of trouble here. Excuse me, Sasuke right now in a little bit of trouble here, as Kojal engages onto the fight, as Sasuke right now throws out a little bit of harass there. Nothing much is going to be followed up, but we do see Muramasa right now may actually go for a very, very aggressive one. 5-man dive there, 4-man dive there onto the bot side. Look at that, beautifully done there, coming in from the side of Muramasa. Muramasa will be able to get one, but Charles right now in the middle of the fight. Brandon Yu trying to sustain the fight, but they are able to get the trade. But it seems that Muramasa bit off a little bit more than they can chew. Could turn very badly for the side of Comrades. Comrades right now, as the SS trying his level best to at least sustain, but it's not going to be enough, as we do see another one. 2-man down here compared to Muramasa's here. They were able to turn it out very, very well for themselves, despite the fact that Trident were trying to hide behind the turret.
Oh, it's just super unfortunate here from Trident here. They could have won that fight if Comrade was second earlier here to be able to provide Brandon Yu with the heals here. But as of now, Trident, their objective here is just to make sure that the Mia doesn't die. Make sure that Keita gets up to the farm, which is kind of the right idea. But as of now, Muramasa is at a stage where they do have enough damage to shut down Trident. And they need to make sure that Comrade is not out of position in this kind of fights from Trident here if they want to win the next big fight. And now finally making the decision to group up for the next big fight here. Muramasa, they have to be careful. They have the Fatal Links on Charles, looking for the pull here, pulls him back, but it is Brandon Yu. So Cobra is going to be able to sustain his way through, but a beautiful catch coming from Kojal. Gets the triple wombo combo, baits him out in that situation, immediately going for the setup. And this is the combo that I've been talking about. Muramasa going for the magic touch there. Nicely done coming from Kojal.
Here's the thing here. I do believe that one of the reasons why Comrades is going to be playing the Estes is to give a little bit of sustainability into the fights here for the side of Trident, but you can't sustain if the damage is just going to come back and forth against you. As we do see V-Star right now going onto the spinning wheel, going to do as much damage as he can with as much as he could there, being able to get quite a bit there, and there goes another one. Just as Queen would sing, another one bites the dust for the side of Trident here, as Muramasa was able to score another kill onto Ahmad Albab, and it doesn't look very, very good for them here, as Kojal as well as Remote TV are definitely going to do wonders here, as well as Af scoring another one of those kills as well. Muramasa there with 8 kills there. We're going to be seeing another one for the side of Remote TV. Remote TV is going to be very, very aggressive indeed onto the chase here towards the side of Brandon Yu. Brandon Yu right now trying his level best to at least sustain the fight, and is going to go for the ultimate, but it seems that it's not going to be enough. The pull may not be working out in favor here. Damage is not going to be coming for the side of Remote, as Muramasa decides to go back and get priority. 40 seconds until the turtle comes into play. Icy.
You know, great animation cancel coming from Brandon Yu here. Actually syncing up with the glue stick here before he actually teleports here, pops his ultimate, goes into iframe and dodges the pullback. So that was a really nice clutch coming from Brandon Yu. But at the same time here, if you're talking about the entirety of the game here, it feels like Trident right now, Comrades is struggling to have any sort of mobility to heal up his teammates here, just because of how Muramasa is able to isolate the fight. And look at this, isolation at its finest here. Revo TV will be able to get the stick onto his Comrade, pulls him back here, and there's no way Brandon Yu is able to capitalize on this situation here. And Muramasa, they finally found the weak link, and the weak here is going to be the Estes here, knowing that full well the hero itself does not have the mobility to keep up with this kind of aggression here. So it's going to be a tough play here, but they need some sort of way here from Trident. And in this case, is it going to be a saving grace coming from Kaida, which is farming very efficiently down bottom? We don't know yet. Turtle here, nice steal coming in from Brandon Yu. They get it, but the Fatal Link setup with the real world manipulation just catches them off. And this is exactly what I'm talking about as well. Muramasa, they just want to bait them out, and they've got the bait. And they go in for the counter gang, and they are winning all these fights with the Bombo combo here. Muramasa performing really well based on their drafts.
Very, very, very important for Muramasa to just keep up this this aggression onto the side of Trident. It seems that Trident right now is having a lot of problems here, as every time Trident is actually playing more reactively rather than proactively, and I feel that that's going to be a huge issue for the side of Trident, because they need to actually try to pull the trigger against Muramasa, but the problem is Muramasa is just way too ahead for the side of Trident. Not exactly the best way for Trident to actually compete against this, because we do see that a lot of it actually revolves around Brandon to be able to at least try to engage some of the fights and blow up some of the high value targets. But we did say Sosuke right now going to be easily blown up here with the chase that's coming in, and it is going to be the ultimate that saves Sosuke to fight another day. But over to the top side there, we're going to be seeing another one. Brandon Yu there doesn't have his ultimate, and it seems that a little bit of pillow damage coming in from the side of Remote TV will definitely work out wonders for him, as we do see that it is going to be sustained working out for Brandon Yu. But another fight is going to be erupting for the side of Trident, as we do see Muramasa right now in a little bit of trouble. Trident is going to be in a little bit of trouble here, as they were able to pull out the trigger. Ahmad now is going to be the next priority in this fight, as we're going to be seeing a lot of it. Brandon Yu right now in the middle of it is going to try his level best to actually try to sustain the fight, but it's not going to be enough, as we do see that it is going to be another one. Kojal right now may be in a lot of trouble. Estar will be able to get taken down, will be able to put off a lot of damage. Look at the DPS coming in. Beautifully done there, coming in from the side of Star. Another kill goes to him as Brandon Yu comes in with the ultimate. The ultimate may not be enough here as he gets taken down. Comrades is going to be the last surviving member in this fight, as we do see Sosuke as well as Kaida are trying to adjust their positions and get away from the fight. Muramasa there denying any kind of kills except for Kojal in that fight.
And yeah, and currently, you know, it seems like Muramasa, they've just got so much damage output. And when it comes to taking fighting against tanky heroes like Brandon Yu as well as the Uranus here, Star is able to just chip away at his max HP because the Blight Views here is going to be able to chunk through away with those kind of pure damage outputs here. So as of now, Trident, they need to figure a way to go into the backlines and dive up either Yve or the Star in these compositions. But so far, Remote TV and also Atlas is just doing a fantastic job of just zoning them up. It seems like the glue meta might be the way to go coming from Muramasa. So right now, Trident, all they can hope for is just, you know, getting a couple of lucky catches. And in this case, nope, this is not going to happen here. Nice Purify coming in. Not going to follow up with the auto here coming from Kojal instead. And instead, he backs off and he won't pay the price here. Not going for the Violet Requiem on top of that. And now this is going to be the re-engagement coming in here. Is it going to be opportunity? Real Veneration will try to isolate Chazi. And he's super tanky. And he's not dead. He will be able to take down Brandon Yu. He'll be able to take down the Uranus here. Two of the tanks coming from China is down for the come. And they didn't even have Kaida on the sidelines as well, but knowing what is going on here, Trident says, you know what, Kaida, just get your farm. We need you over the farm, but this time he's gonna try challenging. Can he get a star? Yo, 1 HP left. Almost getting the kill, and that was a kill that Trident needed if they want to keep things alive here.
Lord is going to be knocking on Trident's door for the side of Muramasa, as we do see that Star was able to get quite a bit working out for him, mostly because of the sustain as well, the damage that came in. Kaida did actually try his level best to actually try to score that kill onto Star, but it seems that it wasn't going to be enough there. Luckily enough, it is not going to be working in favor for the side of Trident here, as Muramasa right now, very, very dominant indeed. We can see why they have been very, very much undefeated thus far. It was going to be a very, very interesting reveal here for the side of Trident as well as Muramasa, as both these teams are undefeated in the group stages, but it seems that Trident right now has found their kryptonite and their weakness exposed by Muramasa with the draft as well as the execution of this matchup really well, benefiting Muramasa in this win. And this could be the beginning of the end for Trident here if Muramasa just keeps this up.
Yeah, but it's not over yet here. Considering that Trident, they will have the timings a little bit more here. We know that carry works well against tanks, but in towards the ultra late stage game here, Kaida will have the upper hand in terms of attack speed and burst potential. So this is where it's going to be all about those timings here. Will Trident will get the pick off once again, or will Muramasa bait them out of the situation? And this time, Trident, they realize they cannot walk into this bait yet. They're playing a little bit slow, but they need to find a way for Kaida to go in for patch. Here comes Chazi, pulls him back as well. Kaida actually got caught off, and that's the big opening they're looking for as well. But they managed to trade 2 for 2, marksman for marksman, and that's going to be a good trade coming in favor of Trident here, because that means they won't manage to stall this long enough here. And without the marksman coming from Muramasa, they will not be able to chip at the objectives. And this is a great trade, 50-50s, coming from both Trident as well as Muramasa. As Muramasa still having the lane control dominance here, but Trident, it seems like they're trying to just buy time for Kaida in this regards, and that's exactly what they need to do. And somehow they managed to defend against the Lord push as well.
Okay, we're going to be seeing here from the side of Muramasa 20 kills to 7 kills for the side of Trident. Not a very, very good show here. About 5,000 gold advantage for the side of Muramasa, as we do see that despite the fact that Trident were able to score some turrets of their own, it seems that it's only onto the mid and top side, whereas bottom side seems to be largely open and largely closed off for the side of Trident here. They have quite a bit of space for them to cover against Muramasa, and Muramasa just playing it very, very disciplined and very, very well. A very good understanding of rotations and knowing when to pull the trigger effectively against Trident.
Yeah, and on top of that right now, seeing how, you know, everything is going in between both Trident and Muramasa, it feels like Muramasa, their composition on picking fights is just extremely easy. You know, setting a couple of wombo combos is going to work out eventually. But I feel like the biggest clutch here from Trident is going to be the raccoon here, the to try and hex them up from Muramasa, and the right hex is going to punish them very, very heavily. And in this case, Trident, they're looking for opportunities here. They're trying to play around Sosuke for now, but as of now, it's not transitioned to something major yet. Meanwhile, Trident, they've got all the time in the world, they've got all the HP, they can kind of sustain the way to fight. The only thing they're losing right now is just map control. But now, with Muramasa already starting out a lot here, if they do not try and contest this, looks like Muramasa might potentially get a little bit more in terms of inhibitors here coming from this next fight to come.
All right, we're going to be seeing here coming in from the side of Muramasa. It seems that it is going to be a very, very quick Lord there being taken about. Oh, a very interesting shutdown there coming in from the side of Sasuke on the side of Muramasa. Trident right now is trying to breathe in a little bit of life here, but it seems that they won't be able to get in time here. Brendan, you a little bit too late as they're going to be trying to pull the trigger onto Shaz. And this could be very interesting indeed, as Trident right now very desperately wants to turn this around. One more of Muramasa has been taken down. What is going on here? Brendan, you turning it around to Stars, but look at that. Star was able to actually kite his way out of there and do a tremendous amount of damage that is going to be taking him down and going boom goes the clock here for the side of Trident as they pick off a little bit more than they can chew. A little bit of a Hail Mary from the side of Trident as they desperately try to stifle the advance that's coming in from Muramasa. Muramasa right now has only 50 seconds before Kojal comes back into the game. Lord is going to slowly come and spawn in favor of the side of Muramasa as Trident, excuse me, Lord has already been taken down as we do see that Muramasa is going to be coming back into the game. Oh my goodness, here we go. Star right now living up to be a Star. Look at the amount of damage coming in and the double kill goes over to Star, and this is the beginning of the inevitable end in favor of Muramasa as Trident right now is on the defensive. I see.
Oh, look at this here. Now they're going to be trying to make an attempt as well. Kaida is still alive here. They still have the damage to defend against here. But as of now, they are knocking into the crystals here. Muramasa, they have the upper hand in terms of manpowers. But looks like losing Charles in the process. They don't exactly want to overcommit their fights. But as of now, Trident, they have the damage. As long as Kaida does not die, there is hope. But Muramasa, they have to find an opening in the cracks here because right now there's no inhibitors defending here. Their last line of defense is going to be the crystals coming in from Trident. And Muramasa, they're trying to find the cracks. They need to catch Kaida, and it's not making it easy here. It's going to be the guys, the members coming from Trident here with Conrad providing those intensive healing.
All right, so we're going to be seeing a very interesting one as we do see that the final knock on Trident's door is going to be Muramasa. We're going to be seeing Charles right now. Oh, there goes the Sandstorm there coming in from the side of Brandon Yu. Brandon Yu gets knocked up and will immediately be taken down for the count here as Ahmad right now looking to is getting as much damage as he can or try to at least disrupt the fight by quite a bit. Going to be seeing some sustain there being dropped down from the side of Comrades. Already about 4 ultimates have been used to stop the advance here from the side of Muramasa, as we are seeing that Shaz is one of the only heroes for the side of Muramasa that has the ultimate. Ultimate has been used. The knockup is going to be started off. We're going to be seeing 1 kill there, but we do see the trades coming in. The damage is still going to be very much in favor of the side of Muramasa as they are going to be trying to close it out. Members of Trident right now trying to stall off the fight as much as they can, as we do see Kaida right now being able to get the shutdown. Oh my goodness, what is going on, Terrace? Could they be turning this around slowly but surely, as AF as well as Remote TV are the only 2 members left around?
Yeah, and now getting the pick off onto the Star here. This is going to be the rise of comeback coming from Trident. But as of now, the clock is ticking here. 80 minutes has passed in towards the timers here. And this is going to be really worrisome here because both teams are getting desperate to close out this game. And Trident right now in prime position here. Star, 25 seconds on the clock here. They've got Kaida, but is he going to force the issue here? But unfortunately to say, they just don't have the minutes. They don't have the creep waves. And Muramasa is just going to defend against this. And Trident right now, they need to find a way to close out this game. If not, I don't know what's gonna happen here. You know, what do you think later on? If this drags to 20 minutes here, what's gonna happen here?
All right, so we're going to be seeing a very interesting one indeed here as coming in from the side of Muramasa. They are actually in a very much of an interesting spot here because Kaida was able to actually drop out a little bit of damage without being put into danger. But I think it's, oh my goodness, Koja right now immediately jumps in the middle of it. Shaz as well. Oh my god, the 3-man knockup there was beautiful coming in from the side of the Remote to be able to, for the side of Charles, for them to be able to come in. Beautiful ultimate there to set up the fight as we do see Muramasa right now picking off one by one. Members of Trident here, as we see Brandon Yu is going to go in with that, but Comrade right now has been taken down. No more sustainability coming in. We do see Comrade Suzuki has been taken out for the count. Shaz has been taken down as well for the side of Muramasa, but it's not going to be enough. We're going to see Ahmad right now going to be the second victim here in that, as we're going to see a total wipeout, almost a total wipeout here as Brandon Yu, the last surviving member, and that is it. There goes the game, and the crystal being shattered to oblivion as Muramasa closes out the game.
Yo, wow, what a fight there coming from Muramasa as well. Congratulations though for taking the win here. But if you think about it,